What's up, you guys? All right, so no car files today. I didn't have to go pick up Carson, but I just realized I better get this done before my kids show back up. So yes, I'm sitting on my floor between activities today. So what do we want to talk about? So we are on to day 5 of intuitive eating. So hopefully you guys are getting a pretty good idea of the steps that you need to take to actually start changing these habits and really work into creating a relationship with your body where you can trust it and it can trust you. So I did a video on this yesterday that I'm going to share with you guys next week in my blog. But the idea too is that, like, you don't like your body, trust your body, whatever, but does your body like or trust you, right? Like if you're doing things that are not making it its healthiest and you're not moving it and you're not eating right, like your body probably doesn't trust you either, okay? So we've talked about slowing down. We've talked about really getting to the point where you can pay attention to your emotional cues. So what I want you guys to do is when you start to do this is really think about, if you go to eat something, like is this in alignment with my highest energy? Is this going to take me to where I want to go, whatever my goals are, whether that's energy, whether that's weight loss, like whatever the reason, like is this food taking you towards that goal? We talked about the food can be for health, it can be for hunger, it can be for happiness. But before you eat something, you need to have clarity around, like, why are you doing this and is it in alignment with whatever that goal is? So, so many people, I think, that have disordered eating tend to have just a bad relationship with food and with their body. So I want you to get to the point where you can decipher between emotional hunger, between boredom, between thirst, between actual hunger, and all those kind of reasons. So when you go to eat something, I really want you guys to pause for a second and say, okay, like, why am I eating this? Am I actually hungry? Or did I just get in a fight with my husband and I'm actually just angry? Or is this just my habit? I mean, my whole life I had sugar after dinner. And so, you know, my thing is, like, I reach for sugar after dinner. And that's just normal. It's not physical hunger. It's emotional probably, and it's more habit than anything. So, like, what is your habit? Or if you're not eating, sorry, Cars just got home. Is there an emotional reason you're not eating? Like, subconsciously, I think for so many of us, we still think if we eat less, that somehow that's going to be healthier, and that just isn't true. So think about, like, why are you not eating? Why are you eating? Is it emotional hunger? Is there something else really going on? And for 99% of you guys, there's something underneath that really needs to be healed that has nothing to do with food, like nothing to do with food, and nothing to do with your body. So really getting into, like, why are you eating? Is it emotional? Is it physical? Is it habit? Is it whatever? And then letting yourself really sink into that. I knew this was going to happen. Hi, Cars. You want to say hi?
It's a leprechaun track.
It's a leprechaun track. What have you been eating? And she has a mouthful of chocolate. So, let me do my video, okay? So I want you to really get connected to that. Get connected to your body and how it feels when it's hungry, how it feels when it's thirsty, all that kind of stuff. And then the last thing I really want you guys to think about with intuitive eating really is, what are all the other things that come along with it, right? And so with intuitive eating, you really got to pay attention to, you know, how's your water intake? How is your sleep? Like, what's going on with your hormones? Because it's just simply not food in and food out for 99% of us. Okay, so it's really what else is going on in your life. If you're super tired, like, I know I crave carbs when I'm tired, and I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. And it's like, no, I'm not hungry. I'm just tired, right? And so are you getting the nutrition that your body needs? Are you getting the hydration that your body needs? Are you getting the sleep that you need? Because if you're not getting recovery and you're not getting all the vitamins and minerals that you need, you're gonna not feel your best, okay? And so for so many times we think, like, oh, if I want chocolate, well, are you actually just hungry? Are you low in magnesium? Like, what's going on there, okay? So that's the other thing. If you guys aren't doing supplementation, it's something after you do this for a while that you might look into, so that you make sure you are actually getting all the vitamins and minerals and antioxidants and all that kind of stuff that you need, because that really is important. And unfortunately, for most of us, even with the best diet, we don't get that, okay? So as you go through this, I want you guys to really pay attention. It's called noting and tracking. So noting your thoughts when you go to eat something. Is it like, oh, I just want chocolate right now, and why do I want chocolate? And just noting that, right? No judgment, just bringing awareness to, like, why are you reaching for something, or why are you eating, or what's going on? And then tracking. Tracking is the sensations in your body. So the sensations of, like, literally, I wake up sometimes and the thing I say all the time is I feel like my stomach's eating itself from the inside out. Which, you know, is kind of a good thing. Like, you want to have hunger in the morning, so I don't actually think that's a bad thing. Being that hungry in the middle of the day, not so good, right? That means that I'm actually too hungry, because you don't ever want to be that hungry. Okay, so that's my other advice, is like, you don't ever want to be that hungry and you don't want to be that full, because to me, when you get to that point of being that hungry, you're just going to eat whatever's around, and it's probably not going to be the best choices. Okay, so note your thoughts around food, note the emotional things that are going on around food, note how you feel about your body and what then the things that you're telling yourself, and then note the sensations that are going on in your body. And when you start to bring awareness to all of those things and you put them together, you're really going to see your patterns and your habits, and you're going to start to go, okay, when I do A, B, and C, I feel really good. When I do X, I do not so great. Okay. And the last piece is, you guys, is you have to love the outcome. Okay, so as you're going through this, if you make a decision that you're going to eat food for happiness, and that's great, and you decide to have a couple glasses of wine and chocolate cake, you have to then love the outcome. Okay, so the outcome is, do you have a headache the next day? Do you feel bloated? Like, do you have a sugar headache? Do you have a hangover? Whatever. And you have to choose to love that, because when we start to take away the shame cycle, it really puts us in a place of power and a place of freedom of like, okay, I can totally do this, but I have to love the outcome. Okay, not love the process, not love enjoying it, but love how you're going to feel the next day. And when you do that, it really takes the power back into your control of like, okay, I have control of this. Food is not controlling me. My struggle with food and body is not controlling me. But I get to control it, and I get to love all these decisions, and I get to come from a place of love, and I get to do all the things that makes my body love me and makes me love my body. So that's what I've got for you guys. That's day 5 of our intuitive eating challenge, or not a challenge. Everything we do is challenges. It's not a challenge. It's just a series. So if you guys have any interest in knowing more about this, hit me up on the DM. Let me know what your questions are. I'm happy to teach on this more, because I think this is just so important for all of us in moving towards body and food freedom. So hope you guys are having an awesome Tuesday. Almost said Friday. I think I just want it to be Friday. So hope you're having an awesome Tuesday, and I'll chat with you guys soon.